Hey everybody, the Banga's back. Welcome to part 51 of Let's Play Fire Emblem Three Houses. In the last episode, we finally made it to chapter 11 of the main story. But of course, let's go back to this story over here, because I did not finish chapter 2 with the after battle cutscene. Therefore, I was not able to recruit Constance at that time. So this happens after the battle with the arena and finding Aelfric.
Aelfric, how serendipitous that you have come to our aid.
I am relieved that I wasn't too late. I do hope my presence proved useful.
No doubt about it. We needed the backup.
So you're Aelfric.
Professor, I do believe this is the first time our paths have crossed, is it not? Of course, I have heard all about you from Her Grace, the Archbishop. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Aelfric. The Church has granted me custodianship of Abyss.
Pleased to meet you.
The pleasure is all mine. I am sure you have already been told about Abyss's unique situation. For varying reasons, all of the inhabitants here are unable to live a peaceful life on the surface. People like the Dagdans and Almirans, who suffer undue persecution across Fodlan. The poor and the sick, who are forced into Abyss. Not to mention all the other unfortunate souls who ended up here. I believe it is my sacred duty to provide a place for those who have nowhere else to go.
Right. And the poor and sick living in a sunless crypt helps them... how?
Enough, Claude. Please, forgive my friend, Aelfric. We would love to hear more.
In all honesty, I understand his concern. I dearly wish I could provide a better life for my flock. But it would appear that Her Grace and most of the Church consider the existence of Abyss to be something of a nuisance.
A nuisance?
I'm afraid so. Those within the Church who would see Abyss purged are swiftly growing in number.
That's the Church for you. They make a big deal out of helping the helpless, when it suits them.
We can't just sit back and accept the way things are. We've got to fight the system. Sure, I'm here to hide from literally countless bounty hunters, but I'm not the only one in need. You're in a bad way too, Happy. You can't just let the Church walk all over us.
Too true. For the sake of all who dwell in Abyss, we must help dear Aelfric to turn the tide.
I am overwhelmed with gratitude. Your fervent support is all the reward I could ask for. As for you, Professor, I must beg a favor of you.
What's the favor?
The Ashen Wolves are a house in name alone. They are eager students with no teacher to guide them. If you could find it in your heart to take them under your wing, I would be most grateful. Naturally, your official duties take precedence, so you need only help out when your schedule allows.
Wait a minute, Aelfric. Where's this nonsense coming from?
I second that question. We have no need of a professor when we have you.
Dear flock, I am a mere guardian. I can protect you, but I cannot enrich your minds. Though I call this gathering an academy house, I have long lamented that it isn't truly so. Now, I am blessed with the opportunity to correct this. The professor who stands before you has garnered a great deal of acclaim on the surface. A most trustworthy and esteemed teacher, to say the least. What's more, I happen to be acquainted with the father of this fine individual.
How do you know my father?
I was born and raised in Garreg Mach, so I often had the opportunity to spend time with him. Your mother as well. She was a cherished friend of mine. I was even present for their wedding. With parents like yours, I have no doubt that you possess the kindness and patience necessary to guide these students.
But...
It'll be fine. It's not like we're strangers anymore. Say, Aelfric, don't you need to take care of those thieves?
Ah, right you are. Please, excuse me. Oh, and one more thing, Professor. If ever you would like to hear more about your parents, I would be delighted to share my memories with you.
Might take him up on that offer, actually. Alright, so there we go. Now we can actually begin Chapter 3. Cindered Shadows. Oh, I forgot.
The Rite of Rising.
I forgot I don't have to read that myself. Alright, so I think this only has like, what, 6 chapters from what I heard?
Professor, to what do I owe this pleasure?
I want to hear more about my parents.
Ah, yes, of course you do. I will gladly tell you all that I know. Where to begin? If you have something particular in mind, please ask and I shall answer as best I can.
Tell me about my mother.
Kind and wise. I would often see her in the library, her nose always buried in a book.
What was my father like back then?
Gerald was very much then as he is now. His knights would have done just about anything for him. Whenever he had time to spare, he would instruct the children of the monastery in combat and tactics. Just like those wide-eyed youngsters, your mother and I made a hero of him in our minds. When I learned that Gerald and Citri were to be married, I was quite surprised. Back then, Gerald was something of a mentor to me. As for Citri, she found it difficult to express her emotions. It was only when she was gazing at Gerald that I ever saw her smile. A smile that rivaled the very sun. His tales of the outside world must have seemed like a lifeline for one as frail and guarded as she.
Well, this is the first time I actually heard her name. I knew she was, what, a nun in the monastery, but I never knew her name until now. Frail?
Indeed, she lacked the strength to travel beyond the monastery. The only souls she ever spoke with were a select few within the monastery walls. I can picture it now. The stories he told her, his striking words, and his boisterous laugh. Listening to him must have given her a great deal of hope. As for me, I could never have become like Gerald, as much as I wished for it.
You wanted to be like him?
I suppose I did. He would tell stories from a century ago as though he had lived them himself. No matter how fervently one studies the stories of old, that is no easy task. Professor, you traveled with Gerald before coming here. You must have seen a great many things, yes? Forgive me for overstepping, but do you not regret foregoing your travels to take up residence here?
I enjoy my work here.
Well then, I suppose I have no choice but to assist you as best I can. To shape young minds must afford you a unique perspective on the world. I am certain my unsolicited advice is nothing but a nuisance, but please, hear me out. It is my hope that you will live a full life, experiencing the world, fostering strong relationships with people. Do so for dear Citri, whose wish to experience such things shall regretfully never be granted.
In case you're wondering, like, what you're hearing that noise, that's the snowblower. That's why you asked me to teach the Ashen Wolves?
I cannot deny it. It is my own stubborn notion, one that Her Grace will likely not think kindly of. Beyond my personal motive, I believe that you alone can guide my flock to even greater heights, and perhaps you will learn from them as well. But I have taken enough of your precious time. Know that I am here for you, always.
Well, that's extremely reassuring. Why'd they have to make him look handsome with the eyebrows?
Pray tell, Yuri, did those foul bandits whom we bested at the arena confess to anything?
Not a word. And they wouldn't name names. I got the feeling they didn't know much themselves. However, one thing is clear. Whoever hired them is after something here in Abyss.
Yeah, that's gotta be it. They must have been on a treasure hunt or something.
A treasure hunt here? I don't get it. What is there to find in these dingy tunnels?
Aelfric, was it? Looks like this is ringing a bell for you.
Well, something does come to mind, but the notion is preposterous at best.
Never discount a wild hunch. Sometimes they're closer to the truth than you'd think.
Any lead will do, so long as it helps determine our next course of action. Please, go on.
As you wish, though again, it is quite far-fetched. You see, there is a long-standing legend here. It is said that deep underground, below even Abyss, is a place called the Chasm of the Bound, wherein lies the Chalice of Beginnings.
Chalice of Beginnings?
I've never heard of it, but chances are it's some kind of sacred artifact belonging to the church.
I once happened upon an old document that mentioned a ritual called the Rite of Rising. The text was incomplete, so I was unable to achieve a full understanding of the topic. I cannot even guarantee the authenticity of what I read. But it stated that the Chalice of Beginnings is a sacred object, crafted by order of Saint Seros herself. Saint Seros apparently used the artifact to carry out the Rite of Rising, along with the 4 apostles.
What is the Rite of Rising?
It is a ritual that is believed to have the power to resurrect a life that was lost. However, the ritual failed. The 4 apostles bound the chalice, so that it would never fall into a mortal's hands.
The Rite of Rising, huh?
Ah, yes! The Chalice of Legend! My father mentioned it to me a very long time ago. A secret treasure of the church. A chalice, powerful enough to resurrect the dead. Exhilarating, no?
Quite. It is no small wonder that people are after it.
Even so, we still don't have much to go on. We must gather more information about this legend at once.
I wholeheartedly agree. I will do all I can to track down more clues within the monastery. Although Garrett Mock's library is so well curated, I doubt any further records will be found.
Wondrous! We shall do all that we can as well.
Yeah, we'll all do our part to find this chalice that can allegedly resurrect the dead. Not that it'll be of use to us, we're in casual mode anyway. Although I wouldn't be surprised Byleth would want that just to bring back his mom. If there was a reason to bring back a chalice, that might be it. But would he even be thinking of that?
Excuse me.
Hi.
I've only had the chance to speak with Aelfric briefly, but he seems like a respectable man. It's obvious the whole town has a lot of affection for him. Kind of reminds me of Lenato in that way.
You know, I haven't even used the Sword of the Creator that many times, and already it's been restored. Maybe I should use it more often.
The Ashen Wolves got their name from the beasts who guard the Blue Sea Star. The Archbishop named the house herself, in fact. In spite of that, it seems she looks unfavorably upon our house of late. This saddens me greatly.
Why would she just bother to name something if she doesn't like it?
I've got a lot of time on my hands down here, so I've been venturing even deeper underground. This place is loaded with winding paths and blocked-off tunnels. It's a real maze. Only a few folks even know how to operate the gate mechanisms and hidden passages.
Hidden passages?
That's what I said. Things will shift without notice here, revealing hidden passages. Walls, floors, everything. Gotta stay sharp. Actually, I'll level with you. Yuri and Constance are much better at scoping out that kind of thing.
I'm sure they are.
Wow.
Wow. Alright, let's look around in the scrap heap. Oh, it's over this way, of course. No, this is the altar.
Hey, you. There was a time when I did much fighting. Then I was captured. Then I escaped. My home is far away now. My mother is waiting for me. But returning is... it is far away. I worry that I will be here until I am very old.
We won't even notice because of that visor or veil you're wearing. Anyway, did I get to go to the scrape heap? No, it's over there on the upper right. I keep thinking it's upper left for some reason, but it's not.
Had a chance to poke your head in here, Professor? It's a fortune teller's room. Judging by all her mystical-looking doodads, I think she's the real deal, too. I wonder if she does matchmaking. Maybe she can help me sort through my countless suitors.
Ooh, Ingrid might like this place, for sure. Oh, you can reclass? Okay, I got this currently equipped. And I can go to any of these classes, like Mercenary, even a priest if I want to, or a commoner. So it's pretty cool that you can actually go and do that. Your classes already come with stuff that's mastered. So there's not really much room in trying to, like, switch them back out. I could make Edelgard a warrior if I want to. Do I want to keep her with heavy armor? I think I'll switch her to warrior class.
I must grow into this new role.
Dimitri's fine as is. Don't really need him as a hero. He's fine there. Pod is fine. Linhardt's fine. Oh, the other one's Warlock. I'd rather him as a bishop, of course. Oh, wait a minute. I can make Hilda a Pegasus Knight? It would give me a little bit more mobility for certain missions. Yeah, I think I'll do that.
I'd better tell my brother about this.
Okay, so she can't use her battalion when she's at class. You know what? Sacrifices will have to be made. I hate doing it, but it's the best we can do. Besides, Hilda's not really excelling that much in battles as a warrior, so maybe switching a class would benefit her. Ooh, a Venom Axe! And it's actually in good condition. Who's gonna get the axe? I know it's not gonna be you, but I think we're just gonna get rid of that rusted bow. I could give it to, Edelgard. Or do I want to give it to Hilda? I think I'll give it to Edelgard. So yeah, you'll get the Venom Axe. And it's in full condition, too! Yeah, we'll try that for a while. We got a lot of rusted weapons on other people, so we need to get rid of that. Oh, but it's on pretty much these guys. There we go. Wait, Balthus has heal? I didn't even know he had heal on. Then again, he's probably not in the class that uses it. Okay, a Lost Relic increases movement, allows unit to move again, and may have damage. Oh. That's a really good set. Ooh, I might want to repair the Vajramushti. That'd be a good idea. So I think I should. What's everyone's abilities, anyway? Do I have any spare ones? Not really that I want to use. Ooh, if unit initiates combat, grants avoid plus 20. Oh, what is Lucky 7? Each turn grants plus 5 to one of the following stats. Damn, that's a really good one. Makes it more difficult for foes to target unit? Really? And he's got Lock Touch. Okay, what's his personal ability? If unit is not near ally, grants attack plus 3 when in combat with a foe one space away. Ah. Okay, I gotta take a look at everyone else's abilities. Grants strength and defense plus 6 when HP is below or equal to 50%. And he's got weight minus 3. And he's got rally! Allows unit to fight without a weapon. Well, it's been benefiting him. Allows unit to cast heal. How am I only just now noticing this? Unit is hit with a magic attack during enemy phase, grants plus 3 to all stats until next player phase ends. Oh, so she's hit with spells. She can actually get a buff from that. She gets more offense indoors and more defense outdoors. Well, I don't think we'll ever be outdoors when we're in Abyss. Makes all attacks effective against monsters and makes it easier for monsters to target unit. Okay, so she'll draw the attention of monsters more, but has, like, greater effect against them. What is Uncanny Blow? If unit initiates combat, grants hit plus 30 during combat. So that'll come in handy when I'm using a very inaccurate move. That'll have more of an advantage.
What do you require?
Okay, we can only replenish our battalions. Everyone but Dimitri. I think he still gets a buff from, like, not having a healed battalion.
Farewell.
Is that true? Let's take a look. Oh, what am I doing? There we go. It's gotta be in our abilities. Doubles experience earned for battalions. Okay, that's definitely not it. Oh, wait, I know what that is. Battalion Wrath. Less than or equal to a third grants crit plus 50. Yeah, I think I'd rather keep his battalion the way it is.
I see. Well, well. The Imperial Princess, the Crown Prince, and the next Sovereign Duke. Must be exhausting trying to suss out each other's intentions, huh?
Nah, we get along great. I mean, we kind of have no choice. A petty squabble could start an all-out war. And it doesn't take a fancy title to have a hidden agenda. Isn't that right, Yuri?
Cheeky. And off base. What do you think, friend? Do you think I'm off plotting nefarious deeds?
No, I don't.
Not very perceptive, are we? Even so, that's a bit much, wouldn't you say? I do what I need to get by. Nothing more than that. As for the others, they've all got their own struggles. But they're nothing if not trustworthy.
Humbling yourself while promoting your friends. Gotta say, I don't hate this side of you.
Seems we're in mutual neutrality of one another. I like that you keep your cards close. We'll get along just fine, you and I.
I like how Claude was acknowledging Yuri while looking only at me. What the hell? He's right there. Okay, let's see. Who's still got a bullion? You do.
Will this one do? Many thanks.
Well, seeing how our ways of making money are very
Will this one
limited,
do? Will this one do? Many
we
thanks.
gotta take advantage of this now. Get rid of all our bullions. Every last
Will
one.
this one do? Many thanks.
The way he says, like, many thanks.
Will this one do?
It sounds so weird.
Many thanks.
I don't know why it sounds weird, but it does. Oh wait, I'm on sell. I want to go to buy. Do I want to buy anything, though? I don't really think I need
Come back
to.
soon.
I think what I should buy is, like, repairs for my weapons.
Hey there.
I could also do a forge. Do I want to do a forge? We got lots of smithing stones, so there's no reason not to.
Is this it? There you go.
So let's take advantage of this now.
Is this it?
There we
There
go.
you go.
Steel gauntlets are still very strong, so if I can make it, like, my iron stuff better, that's good enough for me.
Is this it? There you go.
That's usually how I approach it. Whether that's the best way or not remains to be
Is this
seen.
it? There you go.
It's just served me well so far.
Is this it? There you go.
So why would I change it up now? You know, we'll do the mini bow
There you go.
and the iron bow.
Is this it?
Ash.
There you go.
Hand axe
this
should
it?
also be
There you go.
upgraded. Probably not the iron axe, though. I think we're fine with that.
Is this it? There you go.
Sure, why not? Does anything just need repairs? Definitely the Vajramushti. Oh, but it costs
it?
plenty.
There you go.
Because it's a special weapon. Maybe I should get a Javelin Plus for Dimitri.
Is this it? There you go.
And I think that's gonna be it for
Come
now.
back anytime.
We don't want to go too overboard yet. Oh, hello.
You've only been on the job a few moons, huh? No wonder you don't come off as a mindless church flunky. Plus, you don't flap your trap all the time. I appreciate that. I hope you never change, no matter how many years you spend with the annoying people up there.
Hey.
Whatever you say, Happy. Hopefully you don't actually kick the bucket in the next mission, like last time, because of my incompetence. Alright, is there anyone else I need to talk to? Because I'm probably gonna start the mission in the next episode, rather than in this one.
Well, I'll be...
I think it's only fair to do it like that, rather than just go overboard.
Perhaps.
Hey.
Pardon the odd question, but something has been bothering me for a while now. Your hair. Was it always that color?
That is an odd question. But yes, if you must know, it was a different color when I was a child. How could you know that? Is it possible that we met before the academy?
Your hair changed color?
It's a long story. Now is not the time or place.
Yes, of course. My apologies.
Yeah, I agree. Anyway, let's save it up, and let's stop the video here. And then the next part, we'll actually do the battle in Chapter 3. I was planning to do it on this episode, but because of, like, lengthy cutscenes and dialogue with people, I was like, we'll wait. See you, everyone. Thanks for watching.